So getting ready now for the first heat. On the men's 100 meters. Do apologize though, missed the first two heats on the women's side. Shama Horatio in lane 2. Ashani Romaine Smith in 3 from Titans. Julian Ford from Elite Performance. He's in 4. Jordan James from GC Foster College in 5. You have Emmanuel Archibald from Sweat Track Club. He's in 6. Ramon Barneswell, MVP in 7. And Earl Simmons from GC Foster is in lane 8. The 7 facing the starter once again. You have to look out in lane 4 for Forte. He looked solid last week. And the gun had set no way. Great start for Forte. On the inside of Forte is Smith, but he sprints away from Smith with about 30 meters to go. Julian Forte looks solid, shuts it down. 10.41 seconds for Julian Forte. That is the flash time. Negative 1.70. That is the wind speed. 10.41 is the flash time for Julian Forte. 10.44 seconds. The official time. Smith is second, was on his inside. 10.65 seconds. In second, and in third, Archibald, 10.72 seconds. So 10.75 for Simmons. So well-controlled run from Julian Forte. Should I say the favorite to take that heat, and you'll have the final a little later on. Top 8 times advancing through to the final. Doesn't matter if you're a winner or not. That's the first heat, the second heat coming up. Adane McPherson from GC Foster College in 2. Nigel Ellis, Elite Performance in 3. Ronald Levy from MVP in 4. Sachin Dennis, he's from Elite Performance in 5. Ibadullah Adam from Sprintech in 6. You have Hassan Tafian from Titans in 7. And Nicole Graham from Racers in lane 8. So that is the next heat on the cards. So we give it the qualifiers in a very short while for the women's 100 meters. We had 2 heats on that side of the fence. Not necessarily some exciting times, but solid times because the final will run a little later on this afternoon. Mona Burchell looked good, looked solid as we get ready for the next heat. Nigel Ellis, Elite Performance, was a Class 1 Boys Champs winner. And there is a Grace Kennedy, Boys and Girls Track and Field Championships. Sensational from Stets. Won the double though, 100 and 200. And then persons start to expect the young man to come through. Hasn't delivered just yet, and I use the term just yet on the senior side of things. He is in lane 3, in 4. Should be Ronald Levy though, coming back from injury. Olympic medalist. 110 meters hurdles. Had injury issues. She's an outstanding hurdler, coached by Bridget Foster Hilton. Then you have Sachin Dennis. We talk about boys Class 1 winner and boys champs. And Sachin Dennis, he won that event Class 1 in 2019. And he got the better in that event over Watson. But Sachin Dennis, many persons have asked the question, has had some injury issues, injury scare. He was back on the track last week and is back this week with a personal best of 10.15. Adam from Spring Tech. He's from the Maltese. So there is no Graham. Should have been in lane 8. So just what we see here, just 6 facing the starter. Heat number 2, the 100 meters on the men's side, sponsored by Grace Kennedy. This is the World Athletics Continental Tour Challenge event, Velocity Fest 12. Ordain McPherson, GC Foster College 2. Ellis, Elite Performance in 3. Levy, he's in 4. He's from MVP. Sachin Dennis from Elite Performance, he is in 5. Adam, Sprint Tech in 6. Tavtian from Titans in 7. Gunn had set them away. Great start for Sachin Dennis. On the inside of Sachin Dennis is Nigel Ellis. Nigel Ellis and Sachin Dennis, as both will go across the line. Ellis on the inside. He takes it ahead of Sachin Dennis. 10.44 seconds is the flash time. Negative 2.30 seconds the wind speed. 10.42 for Ellis. Dennis is second, 10.45, and Tavtian is third, 10.71 seconds. Levy finishing fourth, 10.90. McPherson in fifth, 10.93. Not a bad performance. This from Nigel Ellis. Came out of the blocks and out of the drive phase. Quite controlled. As at the end of heat number 2. Top 8 advancing through to this evening's final. Top 8 my times. Next event on the track, this is the men's 100 meters. Heat 3. Mario Williams in lane 2. He's from MVP. Has a time of 10.41 seconds. That's his personal best. Mazina Barrett of Mount Elite is in 3 with a personal best of 10.48 seconds. Jordan Morgan from GC Foster College is in 4 with a PB of 10.63, which is his season's best. Javal Whyte of Sweat Track Club is in 5. 10.40 seconds is his personal best. Okay, John Golson, 10.14 seconds from GC Foster College. That is his personal best. He is in lane 6. In 7, Kemba Green from Elite Performance, 10.33. And a season's best has not gone under 11 seconds so far of this season, 11.05 seconds. And Kieran Griffith of Racers, he's in 8, 10.30 seconds. This may be his first 100 meters for the season. So there's no Mario Williams. Should have been in lane 2. So 6 facing the starter. So Barrett in 3, Morgan in 4, Wright 5, Golson 6, Green 7, and Griffith in lane 8. Nigel Ellis from Elite Track Club. His teammate, his clubmate, was looking, Sachin Dennis, was looking over to his left. Both attended St. Elizabeth Technical High. Or should I say former clubmate? of 10.58. So Barrett is out. Is he out or isn't he? Discussions are happening. So it seems like Barrett will be out, I should say, having discussions with the officials under the tent. It was 6, now maybe down to 5. So in 4, you have Morgan of GC Foster College. Whyte was swept in 5. Gordon, he's from GC Foster in 6. And Green, elite performance in 7. Griffith from Racers in lane 8. Barrett is out. Judged to have false started the event. Heavy breeze, negative wind as you look at the banners behind the start of the 100 meters. It's a clean start. No, it's not. It's another break in the start. The field has been reduced to 5. Maybe another reduction will be happening. Let's see what decision the officials will do in this World Athletics Continental Tour Challenge event. Velocity Fest 12. Wow. Seems like Kadron Goltz is gone. First, it was Barrett. Just making sure. Is it Golson? All right, right. He was in number 5, lane 5 from Swept Track Club. He was the one who got that card. So it's right and not Golson. So the Golson fans can take the heart out of your mouth. Golson is in 6. Green in 7. Griffith in 8. And Morgan in 4. Great start is from Green. Oh, another break. Are you kidding me? Green, who was in lane 7, got a brilliant start. He's wearing that green top. So the field, which is now 4, can be reduced even further. Have to pick up 7 Crave, although not a sponsor, will provide $10,000 7 Crave gift certificates to all athletes who break Velocity Fest records at Velocity Fest 12. This is a World Athletics Continental Tour Challenge event. So what they've done, they've switched it. So the next heat will come up. So it won't be 3, it will be 4. Heat number 4. So Michael Sharp from GC Foster College in 2. Tyreek Wilson, elite performance in 3. Orlando Bennett of Racers Track Club in 4. Has a personal best of 10.57 seconds. Wilson's personal best is 10.21. Now Brendan Rodney of Sprint Tech. He's in 5, 10.18 seconds. That's his PB. Season's best of 10.54. Michael Stevens of Racers Track Club is in 6th and has a personal best of 10.12 seconds. Joseph Rami of Sweat Track Club in 7th. And Shamar Ramsey, he's in 8th. He's unattached. Has a personal best of 10.50 seconds. So Heat 4 coming up. Tyreek Wilson, formerly of Legacy. Now the Elite Performance. A schoolmate with Michael Stevens for years, Calabar. Stevens in lane 6 has had some injury issues. Was a bright star as a youngster. Coming through the ranks at the boys and girls track to feeder championships. And even then he had some injury issues. So, Tyreek Wilson, national junior representative. And many persons thought he would have gone on even at this level. But it's still early days yet for Tyreek Wilson. Bronze medal at the World Under 18 Championship a few years ago. But was part of a quartet that was extremely dominant, or group of athletes, I should say, from Calabar. One of the best group of athletes ever assembled in one class. Christopher Taylor, also part of that group. In fact, both even met at the primary school level. Christopher Taylor ran and won the 400 meters at primary school. And Tyreek Wilson won the 100 meters, and they met in the 200 meters final. Athletes in their respective blocks. 7 facing the starter. This is Heat 4. Heat 3 has been asked, the athletes there asked to rest. Great start from Tyreek Wilson. He is, oh my word, a break in the start. A break in the start once again. Wow. Not the first, not the second, not the third. Let's see what happens here. Tyreek Wilson got a brilliant start, so too Ramsey in lane 8. So we look over to the officials. It's not on your screen just yet. Now you see the young man in the maroon shirt. That's Bruce James. As he's having a word with the athletes. The officials are also there in their yellow shirt. So red heat, a red card shown. Wow. Tyreek Wilson is out. Tyreek Wilson got a brilliant start, but seemed like he false started. Red card shown. He's out. But I thought he got a brilliant start. He got up ahead of everyone. The field now down to 6. Sharp, Bennett, Rodney, Stevens, Rami, and Ramsey. Great start is again by Ramsey. He's in lane 8. Whyte trying to come through Stevens. And Stevens on the outside. And Rodney will take it ahead of Stevens. 10.45 seconds for Rodney ahead of Stevens. Negative 2.40. That's the win. Rodney's official time is 10.47. Stevens is second at 10.50. And was close for third. 10.47 for Rodney. Remember, the top 8 times advances through to this evening's final. Rami is second at 10.83 for third, pardon me. So 10.47, 10.50, 10.83, Rodney, Stevens, and Rami, first, second, and third, respectively, in heat number 4. So are we going to heat 5? I think we are. As Jelani Gordon from Woolmer's Boys, he's in 3. Emery Barnes, elite performance, in 4 has a personal best of 10.08 seconds. Gordon's PB is 10.62. O'Shane Bailey, a national champion, Jamaica's national champion, Sprintec, has a PB of 10.03 seconds, 10.51 a season's best. Zharnel Hughes from Racers Track Club was sensational last week, clocking a season's best and a world lead in the 200 meters. Now he's down to the 1. Javon Rollins of Reese Foster College, 10.40 is his personal best. He should be in lane 7. And Rowan Watson from MVP in 8 with a PB of 10.41. A reminder though, heat number 3. Athletes. I was trying to get relaxed though as we witnessed heat 3. 3 false starts. 3 break at the start. So they took a break from that heat, advanced the other heats, heat 4. And heat 4 had 1 break at the start. Tariq Wilson, 4 started, got the red card, he was out. However, we got a clean race after that. So 5 athletes at the start. So no Barnes though, who should have been in lane 4 from Elite Performance. Bailey, Sprintec, he's in 5. Diminutive, you may say, beside him, Zharnel Hughes. From what we saw of Zharnel Hughes last week, he looks to be in spanking form. But this is the qualifier to this evening's final. Heat number 5. Clean start this on the outside by Watson. On the inside, Jelani Gordon. Now we see the young man we spoke about, Zharnel Hughes, cruising home. Stops the clock at 10.28 seconds with a poor start. 10.28 seconds. He sat in the blocks making sure that he did not false start. Now 10.27 for Zharnel Hughes. Bailey is in second at 10.45. And Gordon third at 10.51 seconds. But Zharnel Hughes, he looks in spanking form. We said that, well, from what we saw last week, expectations are high for a faster time later this evening. But you do remember, though, from this man that he had some false start issues last couple of championships, last couple of years. So I guess after seeing that, a lot of individuals false starting, he made sure he sat in the blocks and then made the effort towards the line. It's a great run by Zharnel Hughes. 10.27 seconds for Hughes. Bailey is second from Sprintec, 10.45. That's a season's best. Jelani Gordon of Woodmans is third, 10.51 for Gordon of Woodmans Boys. We're back to heat number 3. So 4 facing the starter. Griffith of Racers in 8. Kamara Green, Lee Performance in 7. Goldson, he's in 6. He's from GC Foster College. Remember, he has a personal best of 10.14 seconds. And Morgan, he is in 4. Great start for Green, who's in lane 7. Then Golds of GC Foster College. He's coming through, but on the outside is Griffith. But Golds now takes full control and goes across the line ahead of Griffith. On the inside was Morgan of GC Foster College. 10.71 seconds. This for Kadrian Goldson. I think it was close for second between Morgan and Griffith. Goldson 10.71. Griffith is second, 10.81. And Morgan third at 10.99 seconds. Green fourth, 11.33. That's the end of the preliminaries for the men's 100 meters.
The GC Foster College of Physical Education and Sport produces world-class physical education teachers, coaches, massage therapists, fitness instructors, and recreational professionals. They offer programs which include Master of Science degree, 4-year bachelor's degree, associate degree in coaching, and much more. Visit their office at Angel, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Telephone 876-619-1097-99. GC Foster College, the college of choice.
Stay connected with Trackalerts TV by clicking that subscribe button and hitting the notification bell. You'll never miss a moment when we go live, and you'll always be the first to know when we post new and exciting content. But that's not all. Folks, show us some love by liking, commenting, and sharing our videos. Join our community of passionate sports enthusiasts, and let's support our favorite athletes together. So what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button and become a part of the Trackalerts TV family today. It's time to take your love for track and field to the next level with the ultimate athletics experience.
Want reach? Advertise with Trackalerts.com. More people are becoming satisfied advertisers building their brand online. We know it from start to finish. Trackalerts.com on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Contact us today at info@trackalerts.com or 876-893-4157.
Keep apace with the latest track and field news from Jamaica, across the Caribbean, and around the world. It's Trackalerts.com. There is just no other. Up-to-the-minute details, expert views, reviews, and interviews in photos, videos, and features. Track Alerts on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Track Alerts TV on YouTube. Trackalerts.com. From start to finish.
Advertise on our live streaming on Trackalerts social media pages, which provides the most prominent online viewership from track and field meets in Jamaica. Your products will be seen by our large audience in Jamaica, the diaspora, and across the world. Book your spot in our live stream for a very small introductory fee. Call or text us at 876-893-4157 or email anthonyfoss@gmail.com. Trackalerts.com from start to finish.
10.29 seconds for Yohan Blake. An impressive run.
Hosting a function or event? Want it to be streamed live on Facebook, YouTube, or Zoom? iView 365 can help you. We specialize in sporting events, stage shows, funerals, concerts, conferences, church services, graduations, and many more. Call or text us at 876-893-4157 or email anthonyfoss@gmail.com. That's ANTHONYFOS@gmail.com. Stay connected with Trackalerts TV by clicking that subscribe button and hitting the notification bell. You'll never miss a moment when we go live, and you'll always be the first to know when we post new and exciting content. But that's not all. Folks, show us some love by liking, commenting, and sharing our videos. Join our community of passionate sports enthusiasts, and let's support our favorite athletes together. So what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button and become a part of the Trackalerts TV family today. It's time to take your love for track and field to the next level with the ultimate athletics experience.
Want reach? Advertise with Trackalerts.com. More people are becoming satisfied advertisers building their brand online. We know it from start to finish. Trackalerts.com on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Contact us today at info@trackalerts.com or 876-893-4157.
Keep apace with the latest track and field news from Jamaica, across the Caribbean, and around the world. It's Trackalerts.com. There is just no other. Up-to-the-minute details, expert views, reviews, and interviews in photos, videos, and features. Trackalerts on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Trackalerts TV on YouTube. Trackalerts.com. From start to finish.
Advertise on our live streaming on Trackalerts social media pages, which provides the most prominent online viewership from track and field meets in Jamaica. Your products will be seen by our large audience in Jamaica, the diaspora, and across the world. Book your spot in our live stream for a very small introductory fee. Call or text us at 876-893-4157 or email anthonyfoss@gmail.com. Trackalerts.com from start to finish.
10.29 seconds for Yohan Blake. An impressive run.
Hosting a function or event? Want it to be streamed live on Facebook, YouTube, or Zoom? iView 365 can help you. We specialize in sporting events, stage shows, funerals, concerts, conferences, church services, graduations, and many more. Call or text us at 876-893-4157 or email anthonyfoss@gmail.com. That's ANTHONYFOS@gmail.com. Stay connected with Trackalerts TV by clicking that subscribe button and hitting the notification bell. You'll never miss a moment when we go live, and you'll always be the first to know when we post new and exciting content. But that's not all. Folks, show us some love by liking, commenting, and sharing our videos. Join our community of passionate sports enthusiasts, and let's support our favorite athletes together. So what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button and become a part of the Trackalerts TV family today. It's time to take your love for track and field to the next level with the ultimate athletics experience.
Want reach? Advertise with Trackalerts.com. More people are becoming satisfied advertisers building their brand online. We know it from start to finish. Trackalerts.com on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Contact us today at info@trackalerts.com or 876-893-4157.
Keep apace with the latest track and field news from Jamaica, across the Caribbean, and around the world. It's Trackalerts.com. There is just no other. Up-to-the-minute details, expert views, reviews, and interviews in photos, videos, and features. Trackalerts on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Trackalerts TV on YouTube. Trackalerts.com. From start to finish.
Advertise on our live streaming on Trackalerts social media pages, which provides the most prominent online viewership from track and field meets in Jamaica. Your products will be seen by our large audience in Jamaica, the diaspora, and across the world. Book your spot in our live stream for a very small introductory fee. Call or text us at 876-893-4157 or email anthonyfoss@gmail.com.
Blake.
Trackalerts.com
Commanded
from
the
start
chase.
to finish.
10.29 seconds for Yohan Blake. An impressive run.
Hosting a function or event? Want it to be streamed live on Facebook, YouTube, or Zoom? iView 365 can help you. We specialize in sporting events, stage shows, funerals, concerts, conferences, church services, graduations, and many more. Call or text us at 87689. Welcome back to the World Athletics Continental Tour Challenge event, Velocity Fest 12. We saw the completion of the 100 meters for women and men. Top 8 times will go through in terms of the final this evening, and sponsored by Sports Development Foundation on the women's side, and on the men's side is Grace Kennedy. Now on the infield is the high jump going on. High jump going on. Bar 2.15 meters has been raised now to 2.20 meters. And the high jump sponsored by MVP Track and Field Club. Christoph Bryan just cleared the bar at 2.15. Bar now raised to 2.20. Next event on track is a 400 meters straight final on the women's side. I'll give you the lineup though as we watch the high jump on the inside. So I said before, the high jump should have started at 5 o'clock this evening or this afternoon. Raymond Richards trying to clear 2.20 failed on his first attempt. And that's his personal best, 2.20, wanting to equal his personal best. So Christoph Bryan, first attempt at 2.20. You're not seeing it on your screen right now, as the women are coming out for the 400 meters. Christoph Bryan, the Wilmerian, failure to clear on his first attempt. He has a personal best of 2.25, a season's best of 2.24. So he has cleared the bar at that distance of 2.20 so far in 2023, Christoph Bryan. As the women's 400 meters now out on the track. Give it the lane assignments. 400 meters final. As you watch Lushane Wilson trying to clear 2.20. Did I say try? Did just that. Lushane Wilson of GC Foster College clearing the bar 2.20. We go now to the track. In lane 1, we have Yannick Melissa McNeil from Sprintech, formerly of Vertech, 52.88 seconds. That's her personal best. From MVP, Shericka Anderson, she's in lane 2 with a personal best of 53.84 seconds. From Elite Performance, Rushell Clayton is in 3. She has a PB of 52.02 seconds, but a season's best of 53.15. In 4, Janieve, let me call her Jellyfish Russell from MVP, with a personal best of 51.17 seconds. This should be her first 400 for this season. Now, Stacey-Ann Williams from Elite Performance is in lane 5, has a personal best of 50.14 seconds. And from the western end of the island, represented St. Elizabeth Technical High, the Boys and Girls Track and Field Championships, the National Junior and Senior representative. Shericka Jackson is in lane 6 from MVP. When you talk about medals on the global circuit, let's forget about the 1 and 200 at the present time. Talk with the 400 meters, a medalist at the World and Olympic Games, Shericka Jackson. She is in lane 6. 49.47, her personal best, ran 52.05 over by GC Foster College. And in lane 8, you have Fedrick from Woolmer's Girls with a personal best of 1 minute 00.22 seconds, 7 facing the starter. McNeil, Anderson, Clayton, Russell. Williams, who gets out well on the inside of Jackson. Now Jackson feeling the presence of Williams in his first 100 meters of the women's 400 meters final. Now Stacey-Ann Williams on the back stretch is traveling well. On the inside of Stacey-Ann Williams is Janieve Russell. She is in lane 4. Now hitting the 200 meters mark based on the stagger. A slight lead by Stacey-Ann Williams over Shericka Jackson. That's based on the stagger, but coming around the bend, here comes Stacey-Ann Williams once again on the inside of Shericka Jackson. This is a tight contest between the two. Stacey-Ann Williams with a slight advantage, but Jackson now with strength and heart has moved away from Stacey-Ann Williams and extending her lead in this women's 400 meters. It is Shericka Jackson. She will take it, stops the clock, a season's best of 50.92 seconds for Shericka Jackson over Stacey-Ann Williams. 50.92 is a season's best, and 50.92 is the official time for Jackson over Stacey-Ann Williams in this women's 400 meters. And sponsored by rosterathletics.com. Williams' time 51.59 seconds. Russell is third, 52.77 seconds. Clayton fourth, 53.33. So, outstanding performance. This from Jackson. We saw her run 52.0 over by GC Foster College a few weeks ago at GC Foster Classics. Now, running a faster time, a season's best, here at the World Athletics Continental Tour Challenge event, Velocity Fest 12, inside the National Stadium. 50.92 for Jackson. Williams, 51 on the belt. Strong performance from Williams, though, coming into the home stretch with a slight advantage over Jackson, turned on the throttle and left her behind. So 2.20 high jump going on. Richards equaling his personal best of 2.20, clearing the bar. He looks up in the air. Raymond Richards, as the men are coming on the track for their time to showcase their 400 meters. So a meet record for Shericka Jackson. So that will give her a 7 Crave, although not a sponsor, providing $10,000 7 Crave gift certificate to all the athletes who break Velocity Fest records at Velocity Fest 12. So Shericka Jackson will get that $10,000 in terms of gift certificates from 7 Crave. However, Christoph Bryan, failure to clear again 2.20 meters. I'm thinking that was his second attempt. LaShane Wilson has cleared it, so too Raymond Richards has also cleared it. So he has one more chance to clear. That's Christoph Bryan representing MVP. On the high jump final, it's sponsored by MVP Track and Field Club. So the 400 meters on the men's side, the next event on the track. We just showcased the women, won by Shericka Jackson with a meet record, 50.92 seconds. Second, Stacey-Ann Williams, 51.59. Janieve Russell was third, 52.77. So the B final coming up on the men's side, 400 meters. Kemar Davis from Titans in lane 2. David Buckham from Swept Track Club. He's from Canada. He is in 3. Blaine Buckle of UW Mona in 4. That bright red. Najee Mikhail from MVP should be in lane 5. Brian Roach of GC Foster College with a personal best of 48.65 seconds. He should be in 6. And Kalani Cook from GC Foster College, formerly of Green Island, 49.05. He should be in lane 7. This is section B, our final B. Last week, we witnessed right here on the grounds of the National Stadium. 4 athletes going under 46 seconds. And many persons says, what's the significance of it? Normally at this time of the year in Jamaica, you don't normally have athletes running 45s, 4 in one race, 4 at one track meet. And out of the 4, representing 3, Lashane Wilson clearing the bar at 2.25 meters. So the high jump still going on. So 2.25, the clearance by Lashane Wilson. And that was his first time clearance. Also a national basketball player, Lashane Wilson, representing Jamaica. A young man from GC Foster College. So Richards trying to better his personal best. He equaled his personal best at 2.20 meters earlier on. Raymond Richards. Second attempt, 2.25. He stuttered step though at the bar. Was not a great run-up. He went from right to left, angled his body right, but he stuttered step. He was not confident approaching the bar. Raymond Richards. He has men's 400 meters, a final coming around. You have to look out for Rashawn Clark and Asana Wilson. Wilson clocked 45 seconds last week, and he is on the outside, but moving well is Rashawn Clark in lane 4. He has the lead. Asana Wilson on the outside, Clark on the inside. 45.85 for Rashawn Clark, and in second is Wilson. That may be another 45 seconds clocking, but Rashawn Clark with a personal best, 45.85 seconds, and 45.95 for Asani Wilson. He actually represented Fern Court when the persons were asking about this individual, Asani Wilson, after his second place performance, clocking 45 seconds last week. So Clark, 45.85, and Asani Wilson, 45.95. Went to Fern Court, did the 800 meters, and if you can remember, a young man named of Tyrone Taylor. He actually in Class 2 was a Class 2 champion. He was in that race, in that final. And that Asani Wilson, many persons don't know of him. Well, he went to Fern Court. Did a lot of 800 meters. I think he switched up to last year. And he has improved ever since. So the official time, 45.85 seconds, a personal best. Rashawn Clark of Swept Track Club. He's a junior, though, from Camperdown. Well, he represented Camperdown. And the World Under-20 medalist, 400 meters hurdles. He's an exceptional athlete. He's getting better as the season progresses. Asani Wilson of Titans Track Club was second, 45.95 seconds. Malik James King, he was third with a personal best of 46.39 seconds. Denny Luke of GC Foster, he was fourth, 47.24 seconds. Do apologize for the break in transmission. Hopefully we have sorted out all the problems as crews are smooth sailing to the end this evening. And the 400 meters for men was brought to you of rosterathletics.com. The rosterathletics.com sponsor for the women and men in the 400 meters. And actually, just making a slight adjustment. The 400 meters final was sponsored by IGL, not Ross Athletics. Ross Athletics sponsoring the 400-meter hurdles, but the 400-meter flat is IGL, Industrial Gases Limited, for the men and also for the women. It's a World Athletics Continental Tour Challenge event, Velocity Fest 12. And the high jump, we saw 2.30. That was the mark that was not surpassed by Lashane Wilson. He won it with a clearance of 2.25 meters, and that was a meet record. Clearance of 2.25, so you know if you produce a meet record, what you'll get. 7 Crave, although not a sponsor, providing $10,000 7 Crave gift certificates for the athletes who break Velocity Fest records at Velocity Fest 12. So the next event on the track is the 200 meters for the women, A and B, and for the men, also final A and B. Then after that you have the 110 meters hurdles, just one final, no A and B, javelin throw, then the 100 meter finals to close out Velocity Fest 12. So let's look back at some of the results took place earlier today. 100 meters heat summary, and qualifies for the final. Anthonique Strachan advancing through 11.62 seconds. Ramona Burchell also advancing through to the final, 11.63. Jodine Williams advancing 11.67. Stephanie-Ann McPherson 11.91 seconds. Well, fourth best overall. The fifth best, Kashika Cameron, 11.93 seconds. Amoy Brown, the sixth best, 11.94. And Crystal Morrison, the seventh best, 11.97. While Grizel Scarlett, the eighth best, advancing through to the A final, the time of 11.99 seconds. Those are the qualifiers for the women's 100 meters final, sponsored by Sports Development Foundation. On the men's side of things, men's 100 meters, in terms of advancing through to the final, Julian Forte, 10.44 seconds, advancing through to this evening's final with the fastest time. Second best, Zharnel Hughes, not second best, he had the fastest time, 10.27, and Forte 10.44, advancing. O'Shane Bailey, 10.45 seconds, moving through. Taftian, 10.71. Nigel Ellis, 10.42. Michael Stevens, 10.50. And Golson, 10.71. Hasn't been sorted out just yet. And Sachin Dennis, 10.45 seconds. Sometimes coming through. In terms of the top 8, has not been sorted out. But those are the times, so we can sit and work it out for you. But one thing we can tell you, Julian Forte and Zharnel Hughes, both advancing through to this evening's final. You have an A final and a B final. Nigel Ellis with 10.42 seconds, advancing through. Sachin Dennis, 10.45. He was second in that race with Nigel Ellis. As we get ready for the next event, 200 meters. High jump for men. We said before, Lashane Wilson clearing the bar, 2.25 meters, a meet record. And yes, 7 Crave going his way. Raymond Richards was second overall with a clearance of 2.20. And Christoph Bryan third, 2.15 meters. That was his clearance so far from his personal best of 2.25 meters. Lashane Wilson has a personal best of 2.26. And Raymond Richards equaled his personal best of 2.20 meters. That's the men's high jump on the cards. The long jump going on as we speak. Shot put finishing earlier on. Dane Richards winning the men's shot put. 19.11 meters for Dane Richards, ahead of Fedrick Dacres in second, 18.60, season best this for Dacres. And O'Neill Collins from Throws R Us, 15.35, a personal best for Collins with that throw of 15.35 meters. Richards representing MVP and Dacres, Julian throws. So the next event on the track is a 200 meters. 400 meter final happened earlier on. Shericka Jackson winning the women's 400 meters with a meet record of 50.92 seconds ahead of Stacey-Ann Williams, 51.59. She's from elite performance, and Jackson from MVP. Russell, also of MVP, was third, 52.77 seconds. Rushell Clayton from elite performance was fourth, 53.33 seconds. So discus throw is going to take center stage. Fedrick Dacres, though, who placed second in the shot put, will now throw his pet event, the discus. Triple jump also in the mix. The men's discus throw has O'Neill Collins, Tia Josh Mott, Shamar Reed, Glenford Watson, Chad Wright, Kai Chang, Fedrick Dacres, and Travis Michael. Those are the representatives in the men's discus final. And then we're down for the 200 meters, A and B. The first teacher show, Akrisa Aristine in lane 3. Shabani Nanda from MVP in 4. Aristine is also in 3. Tia Clayton of MVP in 5. Brenna Williams of Nike in 6. And in 7, you have Hassan from GC Foster College. And in 8, Rohanna Wright from Surf Track Club. 2 dynamo youngsters. Walsler Jr., Tina Clayton. Briana Williams. Under 20 champion, 100, 200. National junior record holder. An outstanding junior, Briana Williams. With 2.50 seconds. Tina Clayton, more noted for the 100. She doesn't like the 200 though, from what I've seen of her. .23 seconds under her belt. Remember, this is final B, and after that will be final A. We saw a good competition between Stacey-Ann Williams and Shericka Jackson coming into the home stretch in the women's 400 meters. That was a straight final. And this evening, we'll have the 100 meters finals. It was the qualifiers. We had this afternoon. Then we have the final. Zharnel Hughes looks in spanking form. And he sat in his blocks after watching one particular heat, having about 3 or 4 persons being adjudged to have false started. When it came time for him to run, he sat in his blocks, and when everyone pushed out, he ran through and went over the line in the top spot. So not only action on the track, also in the field, long and triple jumps. We had the high jump for men earlier on, and shot put. So Shawnee Thompson leading in the men's long jump, 7.68 meters. Discuss also there as we await the start of the 200 meters. Well, the hurdles are out, though, for the 110 meters hurdles. 4 men. Athletes are coming out. Nanda in lane 4. Clayton in 5. And Williams in lane 6. I think that's Williams standing behind the number 8 blocks. This is section B. On the 200 meters. We're now joined by Bruce James. Special good evening to you, sir.
Thank you, Sean Grant, and all the many viewers on Trackalerts. I came up to the booth to give a big shout out to Trackalerts. Earlier, we had a number of false starts, and what I did, I happened to have Trackalerts on my phone, Sean. And so, when the athletes false started, I went down there and showed them the replay. So, for example, when Tariq Wilson false started, his first reaction was, "Me, sir?" And I showed him, and in fact, the other athletes came over to look at the YouTube video live on my phone, only to see that he did react. And so we're using all the technology available, not just the false start system, but also Trackalerts and your YouTube videos, which were very clear. So we had to come up here, viewers. We have to give a big shout out to Trackalerts for covering these meets and doing an excellent job. And Sean, of course, you're doing very well. Keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you very much there, Bruce James. When you talk about dynamic, that's the one individual that's dynamic when it comes on to track at the field. As we await the start for this 200 meters. Well, Foster should feel good about that, though. Section B coming up, the women's 200 meters. And just testing their blocks. Williams in 6, as we pointed out. Don't see Clayton, though, in 5. Nanda is in 4. Now outside, Hassan in 7, and Whyte is in lane 8. "200 meters on the cards. And 200 meters is sponsored by, let's not leave out the sponsors, though. Without them, there will be no meet. With Cinco and Poade, so for men and women. And the discus event for the men, sponsored by World Class Athletics. So Fedrick Dacres, you may call him the favorite, though, but Travis Michael has looked in form in the men's discus. He is the national record holder. That's Fedrick Dacres. Everyone says he loves to throw over by the grounds of Excelsior High. The Chad Wright is also there, who coaches over by Excelsior High. That's Chad Wright. Well, there are some problems a few years ago with the ring. However, that has been corrected here at the National Stadium. So you'll have some good performances in the men's discus, I think. Still early season. We'll have a great coach, Julian Robinson, from Calabar. Calabar old boy, in fact. Went to Calabar back in the 80s, early 90s. He has been superb as a throws coach, as others have been on the local soil. Many persons would not actually suspect that although Jamaica has produced a lot in terms of sprinting from the Fortes coming straight up, and yes, sprinting and at middle distance, if I don't mention middle distance, the spirit of never mind will take full control. That's his love. He has passed and gone, national junior record holder. But all through the years, the throws was not necessarily a major factor for Jamaica. And I think the emergence of Robinson as a coach and others around him, one coach in particular at Excelsior High School, who has certainly pushed the cause of throwing, that has helped throwing to develop in the country and to improve at the highest level. A little country like Jamaica having two in the final of a global event. A little country in Jamaica winning a global junior world title. Producing again and again, that's outstanding. That is outstanding. A technical event like that. And for the coaches, not one coach, for the coaches, he pushing that and improving that discipline. Kudos to them. They have done a great job to lift the throws in this little country. Jamaica has produced many throwers from a junior level to senior level. Dacres at the forefront. A global medalist on the junior and senior level. But as it gets even more competitive on the global level, they have to find a way to improve. Men's long jump, Sean D. Thompson, he was leading in that field as just checking through the long jump final on the men's side. And the men's long jump final is sponsored by MVP Track and Field Club. It was won by Sean D. Thompson with a distance of 7.68 meters. However, positive 2.3 wind though assisted him. Aubrey Allen was second with a distance of 7.13 meters. And Savoni McLeod, he's from GC Foster College, 6.33 meters. He was third overall. Seems like the athletes are getting ready now. We'll be ready in about next 3 minutes or so for the start of the women's 200 meters section B. This is a final, not a qualifier to the final. So this is the World Athletics Continental Tour Challenge Event Velocity Fest 12. So we gave you some information before about Wilson, who ran 45 seconds last week at Titans Track Club. Went to Fern Court and did 800 meters more so than the 4. In fact, when you look at World Athletics, you'll see sometimes from the 400 meters from last year or last 2 years. Nothing more than that in the 400 meters. So you know that it's a pretty new event for him. When you look at his frame though, you hope that he gets a little bit bigger. He's swift, but he gets out of the blocks quickly, cruises on the back stretch, hangs back a little to come around that 150 meters. But Rashawn Clark had to produce a personal best to get by him, running 45 seconds, 45.8, to beat him. A strong Rashawn Clark, still a junior, left camper down, world under 20 medalist, 400 meters hurdler. But although a hurdler, you have to run that 400 meters flat to challenge everyone these days. You have to be running 44 seconds flat at least, or 44 seconds if you are to challenge for a medal in that event. So the women's 200 meters is the next event on the track. And this is section B coming up. Lane 4, Nanda. In lane 8, Whyte of Swept Track Club. Nanda's from MVP in 4. I saw Briana Williams in 6 a short while ago. There she is. She's coming. In 7, you have Hassan. And in 6, you have Briana Williams. So in 3, RST of MVP is there. So is this Tina Clayton? Yes, it is. Stepping now in lane 5. So 6 facing the starter in this women's section B, 200 meters final. So Briana Williams, an outstanding junior champion for Jamaica, representing Nike. Oh, we can use the term outstanding or sensational, whichever term you think can be used. But she fits both as a junior. Has changed her club. Training with Titans, although under the Nike banner. Was with one coach for a couple of years. So athletes got into their respective blocks. Section B of the women's 200 meters. This is a final. RST, Nanda, Clayton, Williams, Hassan, and Whyte. Great start on the outside of this from Whyte. Runner right of Sweat Track Club. Now Briana Williams wanted to take full control on the inside of Williams. Is Clayton coming off the curve. So Tina Clayton ahead of Briana Williams. So Tina Clayton trying to extend her lead over Briana Williams. But it will be Tina Clayton. And second coming through, looks like Nanda comes through for second. And in third, it is Briana Williams. 23.66 seconds. This for Tina Clayton. 23.69 seconds for Clayton. Williams, they give Williams second. 23. I don't think she was second, though. I think Nanda came through for second. Let's see if they'll make the correction on the board. Nanda is second, 23.99, and Williams third, 24.03 seconds. So RST, 25.01. Tina Clayton coming through to take the top spot in Section B, the women's 200 meters final. We look back on the race. The latter stages, as Tina Clayton just extending her lead. You look at Nanda, though, sneaking through on the inside, is going ahead of Williams to take that second spot. Wasn't a tidy race, though, from Clayton. At one point, I thought she overstrided and she went back to the right stride. But good performance from her. A solid performance from Tina Clayton. She does not like to lose. So the next 200 meters is on the cards. So section 2 coming up, the women's 100 meters, or should I say section A. The women's 200 meters. I don't know why I'm rushing it though. The 100 meters coming up a little later on. But Kemba Nelson should be in lane 3. So elite performance has a personal best of 22.74 seconds. A season's best of 23.58. Natasha Morrison of MVP should be in lane 4. 22.74 seconds. A season's best of 23.13. Shashali Forbes from Sprintech should be in lane 5. 22.71 seconds. Her personal best. 23.45 seconds. Her season's best. Sade Williams of MVP should be in lane 6. 22.61 is her personal best. 23.06 her season's best. Noted for the 400 meters. Tovia Jenkins of Sprintech should be in lane 7. 23.62 is her personal best. 24.08 her season's best. Crystal Slowly from MVP should be in lane 8. 23.82 her personal best. 24.07 her season's best. Looking on the track, only 3 lanes, 7, 6, and 4. Williams of MVP, Jenkins of Sprintech, and Natasha Morrison of MVP. A clean start, a great start by Williams, who has covered Jenkins on her outside. Now on the inside of Williams looks to be Natasha Morrison. Morrison has taken full control of this event. Morrison ahead of Williams with about 50 meters to go. Here comes Williams on the outside, but Natasha Morrison is holding up somewhat because Williams has passed her. It will be Williams ahead of Natasha Morrison. 22.99 seconds, a season's best. This for Sade Williams of MVP. We have the flash time, 22.99, the official time of 22.98. Morrison is second, 23.24 seconds. And in third, you have Jenkins. No time on the board just yet for Jenkins. Now the time comes, 23.91 seconds. So Sade Williams taking the top spot or the win in section A of the women's 200 meters. It is sponsored by Cinco Powerade for the women's 200 meters. Have to pick up our sponsors with Cinco Powerade. Women's 200 meters final. Section A. Good performances from Williams. Her season's best, 22.98 seconds. Natasha Morrison, second, 23.24. And third, Tovia Jenkins, a season's best of 23.91 seconds. Only 3 competitors in the women's 200 meters. Next event on the track is the men taking full control. So 2 heats, 2 finals, I should say, 2 sections for the men. First, section B. Aryan Kadam of Roadway. He is in lane 1, 21.78 seconds. Sage Primus of GC Foster College in 2 has a personal best of 21.51 seconds. David Nicholas Lynch, unattached, he is in 3, has a personal best of 21.27 seconds. In 4 from Legacy Athletics is Anthony Carpenter. He has a personal best of 20.57 seconds. Yohan Blake of Titans Track Club, what can you say about Yohan? 19.26 seconds, that is his personal best. Second best time. Yohan Blake, a sensational athlete from San Diego, coming right up. A youth to a senior. Outstanding. Many persons think that maybe next 2 years he'll be out of track of the field. But he has been an outstanding stalwart for Jamaica in track and the field. JFL Wright of Sweat Track Club has a personal best of 21.28 seconds. Kamal Green of Elite Performance, he is in 7, has a personal best of 20.97. And Wayne McPherson from Titans Track Club, he is in 8 with a personal best of 21.73. That's the next event on the track. Look to see lanes 1 through to 7. Yohan Blake in lane 5. full black from Blake. On the inside, Carpenter in 4. So Carpenter and Blake. So Kadam 1, Primus in 2, Lynch in 3, Carpenter in 4. Ready for the next event. So 5, Blake, Carpenter in 4. Carpenter, who has been an impressive athlete as a youngster, represented Calabar. 400. Many persons think, though, from legacy that he can do well in the 200 meters. Has endurance, has the speed, and he has the strength. However, when he comes on to accomplishments, he has to look on his outside for Yohan Blake, who's in 5. In section B of the men's 200 meters. Oh, it's a break at the start, though. You saw Yohan Blake goes in his drive phase, coming out to the blocks. He means business. On the inside was Carpenter. Also going well was Green, who's in lane 7. A break at the start. Let's see what will happen here. Will the field be reduced? Field is now down to 7 as McPherson did not face the starter. We see the official coming across. Goes in lane 2. And he's waiting until Yohan Blake goes into his blocks. In lane 5. No, the official looks in lane 1 and shows him the card. So the field down to 6. Kadam is out. So lanes 2 through to 7. Primus, Lynch, Carpenter, Blake, Whyte, and Green for section B of the men's 200 meters. Sponsored by Wisynco and Water. Hush comes over the stadium. All the officials asking the athletes to stand. Field down to 6. Again, we'll try for another start. Primus, Lynch, Carpenter, Blake, Whyte, and Green. Yohan Blake with a start on the outside of Yohan Blake is right, but a break again at the start. Wow. A break again at the start. So Travis Michael leading the discus. Wow. And the athletes will take some time walking back though. And you look at Yohan Blake, hands akimbo. Doesn't look too happy at all. As Blake will take his time with experience, take his time to go back to his blocks. Now the officials will go across with everyone's heart in their throats. The official standing on the side, you see him in his yellow shirt to the right of your screen. He'll wait till everyone sets in their blocks, then he goes across to the specific lane to show them the card. Right now he's in lane 2. Let's see which lane he's going into. Carpenter's lane, 4. So Carpenter is out. Carpenter was asking for some water, actually, to relieve his thirst before he started again. So at that time, the red card came across. He asked for the water, was drinking some of the water, actually. Let's go back down to the start. So Carpenter is out. We're down to 5. Go ahead, send them away. Great start it is for Whyte. Whyte has covered green. Now on the inside of Whyte is Yohan Blake. Blake swooping around the bend. He is Yohan Blake in total control with about 60 meters to go. On the inside of Blake looks to be Lynch. But it is all about Yohan Blake. Shuts it down, goes across the line. It is Yohan Blake, 21.67 seconds. The Primus of GC Foster is second. 21.67 seconds for Yohan Blake. That's the flash time. The official time is 21.66 for Blake. Primus of GC Foster College. He is in second. Negative 2.30 is the win. 22.02 for Primus of GC Foster College. And in third, it was close, but Blake, after not one, twice, finally setting them off. Not a great start from Yohan Blake, though, to be honest. Right on his outside, had a great start, not for the first, but 2 times. But finally, the race is completed. That is section B. Section A coming up. So Jaheim DOC in 1, he's from GC Foster College, has a personal best of 21.54. Javoni Davis of Legacy Athletics, he's in 2 with a personal best of 21.40. Antonio Watson of Racers Track Club, he is in 3, 20.52 seconds, that's his personal best. Rasheen McDonald should be in 4 from MVP, has a personal best of 20.57. Tyquendo Tracy of Sweat Track Club should be in lane 5 with a 20.34 seconds clocking in terms of a personal best and 20.89 a season's best. We see Nigel Ellis in lane 6. I don't think he'll be running though, but time will tell. I'm not his coach. Elite Performance, he's in 6, 20.36 seconds. And David Buckham from Sweat Track Club in 7, 22.57. And Andre Dacres from GC Foster College should be in lane 8, 21.33 seconds is the personal best. So Ellis is in lane 6. He is there. Ran the 100 meters earlier today. On the inside of Ellis is Tyquendo Tracy in the neon green vest. Rasheen McDonald should have been in lane 4. He's there. So just walking around is McDonald. In 3, Antonio Watson. Rasheen McDonald is in lane 4. On the inside of McDonald is Antonio Watson, who clocked 45 seconds just last week Saturday. The full field for the A final. Have to look out in lane 3, Antonio Watson. 5, Tyquendo Tracy. 6, Nigel Ellis. Cinco and Water are the sponsors of this event. Gunn has sent them away. A clean start in the section A of the men's 200 meters. On the inside, Antonio Watson moving away from Watson is Rasheen McDonald. Rasheen McDonald, he carries the field in the home stretch. McDonald is there, so too Nigel Ellis. That is the top 2. Rasheen McDonald out in front. On the inside of McDonald is Antonio Watson, but it's going to be McDonald, then Watson, and followed by Nigel Ellis and Tyquendo Tracy. 20.68 seconds. This for Rasheen McDonald. That is the flash time. 20.674. McDonald. Antonio Watson was second, 20.73 seconds. Nigel Ellis was third, and it still turned to 20.89 for Nigel Ellis. And Tyquendo Tracy was fourth, 20.95 seconds. The top 4 in Section A in the men's 200 meters. That was a final. As you look back on the 200 meters, that was impressive. Rasheen McDonald out of the blocks. He was fast, swift, going around the bend. The 400 meter specialist came to the fore, holding his own on the outside. Nigel Ellis, who ran the 100 meters earlier on. Antonio Watson on the inside was cutting the deficit of he ran out of real estate. But Rasheen McDonald, the record holder in the men's 400 meters for Jamaica, takes the top spot in Section A of the men's 200 meters. Sponsored by Cinco and Water, is all about the World Athletics Continental Tour Challenge event, Velocity Fest 12. So the discus event was going on earlier on. So season's best for Rasheen McDonald, 20.67. Tony Watson, 20.73. Ellis, 20.89. And Tracy, 20.95. Season's best for Dacres of GC Foster College, 21.54 seconds. Davis, he finished in 6th in lane 2. From Legacy Athletics, 21.70. Jaheim Diosi of GC Foster College, 21.70, competing from lane 1, and not far from his personal best of 21.54. And Buckham of Sweat Track Club, finishing in 8th with a time of 22.31, which was his personal best. They discuss throw for men and discuss throw for women. Samantha Hall of Legacy threw 56.98. And let's look to see. Only 2 competitors in this discus throw for women, sponsored by World Class Athletics. So those are the sponsors for the discus throw for women, which was won by Samantha Hall, 56.98 meters. Shanae Lawrence, 55.29 meters. Our 2 competitors. So discus throw for men is going on. So 64.29 meters, that's the throw. So far, his fourth throw, that's Fedrick Dacres. His third was 63.21. His first, 62.51. Travis Michael is second, 63.77 meters. And Kai Chang is now third, 59.72 meters. Chad Wright, 58.03. This after four throws. He fouled his third and fourth throw, Chad Wright. Shamar Reed, 54.96 meters. Glenford Watson of GC Foster College, 52.44. This is after four throws in the men's discus and sponsored by World Class Athletics. Theo Josh Moat, GC Foster, 47.41. And in eighth, O'Neill Collins of Throwers R Us, 44.49, which is a personal best for Collins. So Fedrick Dacres, many-time national champion, about 5 national champion titles under his belt. 64.29 meters after four throws. So he was leading at first before Travis Michael took over, 63.77. Then his fourth throw of 64.29 has put him back into the driver's seat. That is Dacres. Both are from the same club that Julian throws. So discus throw, 2 throws to go. So on my schedule though, the 110 meters hurdles are coming out. 110 meters hurdles, next event on the track. And then you'll have the 100 meters finals to close out the Velocity Fest 12 under the World Athletics Continental Tour Challenge event. Velocity Fest 12. So let me check now through the assignments for the A final for the men's. So Michael Stevens should be in lane 1. Qualify with 10.50 seconds. Jelani Gordon of Woolmer's in 2. Qualifying 10.51. Zharnel Hughes from Racers in 3. 10.27 was his qualifying time earlier this evening. Julian Forte of Elite Performance should be in 4. 10.44 seconds was his qualifying time. He represents Elite Performance, while Hughes, he's from Racers. In lane 5, O'Shane Bailey of Sprintec, 10.45 seconds was his qualifying time. Nigel Ellis, he will compete in lane 6, 10.42 from Elite Performance. And you have Sprintec, Brendan Rodney, 10.47 seconds. It's from, well, this is Sprintec. And for Elite, Sachin Dennis, 10.45 seconds. So Ellis has been to MVP and back and gone back to Elite and gone back to his original coach. Sachin Dennis was at Stets though when Nigel Ellis performed and won at the Western Championships when it was held down by Montego Bay Sports Complex on the double, sprint double, and then came to the Boys and Girls Championships and also won the sprint double. Will he be running a third race today? That's a big question. I think he will. That will be the A final on the men's side. For the women's side, it'll be 2 finals. And lane assignments for the women's final. Lane 3 will be Jodine Williams. 4, Anthonique Strawn. Williams from Racers, Strawn from MVP, and McPherson from MVP in lane 5, and Cameron from MVP in 6, Burchell of Sprintec in 7, and Amoy Brown of MVP in lane 8. Amoy Brown has improved in every regard this year, and from a youngster, I know my good friend Raymond Casey Graham said something a few weeks ago regarding to Amoy Brown, that he rates her better than her schoolmate, her teammate, Anderson from Vera Technical. both doing the 100 meters hurdles. Now, he's a hurdles coach. I am not. He knows what he knows. But the fact is, Brittany Anderson has stepped up and she has gotten better. And on the world stage, she is a medalist. Can't take that from her. She has looked superb. A national gem, Brittany Anderson for Jamaica. But as we, Amoy Brown, we look to see the emergence of another hurdler, and that we have plethora. Kieran Nugent, we saw an interview with her coach, college, stating that expect a lot from her. Yes, she won the indoors, but expect a lot from her on the outdoor season, in not only the hurdles, but also in the 100 meters. He believes she can become a world beater in both. I don't know if that's going to be possible though, but she is a talented athlete representing Excelsior High School. And now we look on the runway. The triple jump. Tanika Ricketts is on the triple jump. Has won 10 meters hurdles. Athletes getting ready for that event. Only 5 athletes I have right here. Tanika Ricketts on the runway. Red flag. Not the first, but her second red flag so far in her series. The javelin on the infield. The warm-up going on. And now the 110 meters hurdles. Lead performance, Tyler Mason in lane 3, 13.32 seconds. Michael O'Hara in 4, 13.40. Unattached, LaFrance Campbell from Technique Rhythm in 5. 13.41 seconds. Adair Phillips of Pelicans Track Club, 13.66. He's in lane 6. And in lane 7, Joel Bryan, 14.24 is from MVP. I'm looking to see if Michael O'Hara has turned up. No, he's not. So no athlete in 4. That should have been Michael O'Hara. So Mason in 3, Campbell 5, Phillips 6, and Bryan in 7. Great start this coming from Phillips. He is in lane 6. On the inside, Tyler Mason takes control and moving away from the field. Mason, but here comes Phillips once again, but Mason takes it. I think Phillips is second. On the inside of Phillips is LaFrance Campbell. He finishes in 3rd, and Bryan in 4th. 13.69 seconds. This for Tyler Mason. 13.68 seconds for Mason. Maybe Phillips finishing 2nd. They give it to Phillips. As we look on, or was it Campbell? Was close between the two though. Campbell was on the inside, Phillips was on the outside. Well, Phillips gets 2nd, 13.83. Campbell will be 3rd, 13.85. And in 4th will be Bryan. It's only 14.26 seconds for Bryan. Remember, his personal best is 14.24. Went pretty close to his personal best. Bryan. So the 100 meters finals coming up to close off the show at Velocity Fest 12 under the World Athletics Continental Tour challenge event. So javelin and the discus winding down. We gave you the results from the first 4 attempts from the competitors. And Shanika Ricketts, though, falling not once, not twice, but 3 times in the women's triple jump. Red flag, getting the red flag 3 times. So Mason winning the 110 meters hurdle. It's good to see him back, though. Mason was a promising youngster representing Jamaica College and Jamaica. However, since then, injuries, coming back, injuries again. I'm hoping everything has been sorted out. Can't be perfect, but let's see what will happen on the cards this year for him. So, next event on the track is 100 meters. This is the final now coming up. Here the B final and the A final on the women's side in this 100 meters. The wind has died down somewhat, so I think you'll see better times being placed on the board by these athletes. Checking the discus throw for the men. Final and discus throw sponsored by World Class Athletics. The 110 meters hurdles showcased a while ago, sponsored by rosterathletics.com. So Dacres still leading. This after 5 throws. His 5th throw, though, not bettering his 4th, which he leads with. That 4th was 64.29, and his 5th throw 63.81. So you don't expect big throws at this time of the year. Travis Michael still second, 63.77, and Kai Chang third, 60.69. That's his throw. 60.69, and that is his last throw, 6th and final throw. 60.69 will be his reading. And Smichael is up to throw. So the next event is the women's 100 meters on the track, that is, as the discus men coming to a close. That's Michael just throwing a while ago his 6th and final, challenging for the lead with Fedrick Dacres. Looking on the board, though, it's not registered just yet on the board. Still not registered just yet. 62.71. So Dacres will be the champion here at Velocity Fest. So that is 6th and final, 62.71. And that does not surpass 64.29 meters, which is the lead throw from Fedrick Dacres, which he did on his 4th attempt. And Fedrick just fouled his last attempt, knowing that he has already won the contest. Just stepped out of the ring and fouled, and that signals an end to the men's discus event, which is sponsored, or was sponsored, by World Class Athletics. The World Athletics Continental Tour Challenge event, Velocity Fest 12, is happening now at the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica, on the grounds of Independence Park Limited. Now, the next event on the track comes up at 7:30 Jamaica time. 7:30, that's the 100 meters, giving the athletes enough time to rest, to come back on the track to compete for that final. And I tell you this much, in terms of performances so far, we've seen some good performances in respective events. I didn't expect to see explosive performances in the throws just as yet. But guess what? We're going to look back on some results, but we're going to take a quick break first and then come right back to the National Stadium. A reminder, 7:30 is the next event on the track, and that is the 100-meter races. They place in terms of A, B, C, and D, and the grand finale on the men's side and on the women's side.
The G.C. Foster College of Physical Education and Sport produces world-class physical education teachers, coaches, massage therapists, fitness instructors, and recreational professionals. They offer programs which include Master of Science degree, 4-year bachelor's degree, associate degree in coaching, and much more. Visit their office at Angel, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Telephone.
Stay connected with Trackalerts TV by clicking that subscribe button and hitting the notification bell. You'll never miss a moment when we go live, and you'll always be the first to know when we post new and exciting content. But that's not all. Folks, show us some love by liking, commenting, and sharing our videos. Join our community of passionate sports enthusiasts, and let's support our favorite athletes together. So what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button and become a part of the Trackalerts TV family today. It's time to take your love for track and field to the next level with the ultimate athletics experience.
The G.C. Foster College of Physical Education and Sport produces world-class physical education teachers, coaches, massage therapists, fitness instructors, and recreational professionals. They offer programs which include Master of Science degree, 4-year bachelor's degree, associate degree in coaching, and much more. Visit their office at Angel, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Telephone 876-619-1097-99. G.C. Foster College, the college of choice.
Stay connected with Trackalerts TV by clicking that subscribe button and hitting the notification bell. You'll never miss a moment when we go live, and you'll always be the first to know when we post new and exciting content. But that's not all. Folks, show us some love by liking, commenting, and sharing our videos. Join our community. It's the World Athletics Continental Tour Challenge event, Velocity Fest 12. And thank you very much for being a part of Trackalerts coverage. We do ask you that you just press the subscribe button if you have not subscribed just yet. And just continue with your comments, as we do appreciate them, whether they seem negative or positive, no matter. We do appreciate them nevertheless. In the meantime, the triple jump going on. We told you before that coming up at 7:30 will be the 100 meters finals for women and men. And just have not only the finals, so you have section A, B. So they break it down 2 on the women's side, a B final and an A final. However, on the runway for the triple jump, Shericka Ricketts, not great series at all. She finally got a measurement on because her first 4 jumps was a no jump. So it was a fall. First, second, third, and fourth. Failed to register a mark. In her 5th attempt, 13.57 meters. That was the measurement just a short while ago. 13.57 for Shericka Ricketts on her 5th. So failed to measure a mark for the first 4 jumps. As the red flag kept going up, her run-up was not being executed well. However, she finally got a mark. Is Ricketts alone competing though? Alexia Anderson of William Knibb Memorial should have been a part of the group. The group becomes not a duo, but a single individual. Susanna Hicklin of Ricketts' performance was also listed to take part in the triple jump. So let's look back at some of the events that happened earlier on. 100 meters summary. Anthonique Strachan on the women's side advancing through with the time of 11.42 seconds. The final, Ramona Burchell, 11.63. Jodine Williams from Racers Track Club, 11.67. Stephanie McPherson from MVP, 11.91. And Kashika Cameron of MVP, 11.93. Amoy Brown, MVP, 11.94. Crystal Morrison of Racers Track Club, 11.97. Grizel Scarlett of MVP, 11.99. Shakoria Wallace of MVP, 9th, 12.01. Shaniki Malcolm of MVP, 12.33. You have Edith Deoko of CA Montreal, 12.66. You have Rohanna Wright from Swept Track Club, 12.71. Tisana Hicklin, Ricketts' performance did not start. So that is the summary of the women's 100 meters. High jump on the cards. Lushane Wilson of GC Foster College registered 2.25 meters, a meet record to win that event on the men's side. 2.26 is his personal best. Raymond Richards of MVP, he won, or should I say leveled, proceeding in terms of his personal best as 2.20. He registered his personal best, or should I say tied his personal best, while placing second. Now Christoph Bryan of MVP cleared a bar of 2.15 meters, pretty far from his personal best of 2.25. Not at his best at all, Christoph Bryan. We saw him a few weeks ago at GC Foster College, jumped a little bit higher than that, 2.20. But that 2.15 meters on the day was enough to give him third in the men's high jump. The long jump final on the men's side won by Sean D. Thompson with a measurement of 7.68 meters. He is from Sprintech. Aubrey Allen of Legacy Athletics, 7.33 meters, 7.13 meters, pardon me. And Shawnee McLeod of GC Foster College, he was third, 6.33 meters. Only 3 competitors in the long jump event. A shot put on the men's side, won by O'Dane Richards of MVP, 19.11 meters. That was his measurement. Fedrick Dacres was second from Julian Throws, 18.60, a season's best for Dacres. O'Neill Collins of Throwazaras was third overall with a measurement of 13.35 meters, or 15.35 meters, pardon me, which proved to be his personal best. Michael Clark was fourth, 14.35, and Taylor was fifth, 11.66 meters. As a men's shot put. So Ricketts now going for a 6th and final. As we looked on her series earlier on, not the greatest series at all from her. Only competitor in this triple jump event for women. Red flag on the first, red flag on the second, red flag on the third, red flag on the fourth, and measuring 13.57 meters on the fifth. This is her 6th. Trying to get her concentration going. Javelin going on the infield. Triple jump. Women on the out. Asking the gathering inside of the National Stadium for little assistance, with applause ringing out. Ricketts. This may be a better attempt. The white flag goes up for the second time in her series as she closes out her series. That's twice we saw the white flag going up in her series. I await the mark for that attempt in the women's triple jump. Now it comes 13.50 meters. So 13.57 on her 5th attempt. She'll close out with that as a 6th 13.50, not bettering the 5th attempt. But this is early season for Ricketts. Women's triple jump. And women's triple jump is sponsored by VIPticketsJA.com. So VIPticketsJA.com, the sponsors of the women's triple jump. Have to pick up our sponsors, VIPticketsJA.com. So the women are coming out for the first of 2 100 meters finals. Next 6 minutes will be the B final, and then right after will be the A final. B final will showcase Shakoria Wallace from MVP in 3, Shanique Malcolm of MVP in 4, Edith Doiko in 5, in 6 Grizel Scarlett from MVP, in 7 Crystal Morrison of Racers, and in 8 from Swift Track Club is Rohanna Wright. That is the B final on the women's side. Only 2 B and A finals on the women. A little bit different for the men. Well, that starts next 5 minutes. So we'll watch to check what's happening with the javelin. Javelin still going on. No marks just yet. Oh, that's a big throw. Well, they have 5 competitors for the javelin. Alexander Betancourt from Kingston College, Zavon Richards from Reckless Control, Orlando Thomas unattached, Devon Spencer from MVP, and Elvis Graham from GC Foster College. Those are the 5 listed. Now we see some results coming through. Elvis Graham, a meet record of 70.94. And if you get a meet record of 70.94, that's with his first throw. So Graham with his first throw, getting a meet record and putting himself in the lead. So now he will receive $10,000, 7 Crave gift certificates, because of the athletes who break Velocity Fest records at Velocity Fest 12. So meet record, 70.94 meters. Zavon Richards second, 67.91, 67.27 meters. Has 2 throws so far. Orlando Thomas has 2 throws, 65.31. He's third, 62.96. was his measurement on his first throw. Devon Spencer, he fouled his second, 63.80 meters. That is Spencer. Oh, that's a huge throw. That is a huge throw. I think that's by Graham. You're not seeing it on your screen right now. Measurement is out. Already the meet record for Graham after his first throw. So 74.3, 74.53. So the meet record has increased. So that throw we saw a short while ago was from Graham, bettering the 70.94 on his first. Now throwing 74.53. So the 100 meters final is coming up. The javelin continues on the inside. Section B final. Shakoria Wallace at a qualifying time of 12.01 seconds. She is in lane 3. She's from MVP. Shanique Malcolm, also of MVP, is in lane 4. 12.33 seconds was her qualifying time. Hadith Doko in 5, 12.66 seconds. Grizel Scarlett of MVP is in lane 6, 11.99 seconds. Crystal Morrison from Racers Track Club, she is in 7, 11.97. Rohanna Wright is in lane 8, 12.71 seconds. This is section B of the women's 100 meters final. Sponsored by the Sports Development Foundation, SDF. So 8 facing the starter, 6 Padme facing the starter of 8. Wallace in 3, Malcolm in 4, Doko in 5, Scarlett in 6, Morrison 7, and Wright in 8. Gunn had set them away. Brilliant start this for Scarlett. Scarlett gets out well. Moving away, so too on the inside is Wallace. Wallace and Scarlett. Wallace takes over, and Scarlett still fighting on the outside. Will be Wallace, then Scarlett. And then beside Scarlett is Crystal Morrison. 11.57 seconds. This for Shakoria Wallace competing in lane 3. Not on the board just yet. But I think Scarlett finishes in second. Shakoria Wallace, 11.57 seconds for Wallace in second. Should be Scarlett, though, who was leading at 1 point, and in third, Crystal Morrison. Scarlett is second, 11.58 seconds. And Morrison, I thought, finished third. So Wallace first, 11.57. Scarlett second, 11.68. And 11 for third. It is indeed Crystal Morrison. 10.62. So personal best for Morrison. I was looking on the wind gauge though, I didn't see any. Maybe I missed it. So 11.57 for Shakoria Wallace. Personal best for Scarlett in second, 11.58 seconds. Morrison of Racers Track Club finishing in third with a personal best of 11.62 seconds. Shanique Malcolm, a personal best in fourth, 11.93. Rohanna Wright of Sweat Track Club, a season's best of 12.15 seconds. Edith Doko was in sixth, 12.34 seconds. Not seeing anything from the wind gauge though. So the Section A coming up in the women's 100 meters final. In 3, Jodine Williams of Racers qualified with a time of 11.67 seconds. Has a personal best of 11.32. Anthonique Strachan of MVP is in 4. 11.42 was her qualifying time. A personal best of 10.98 seconds. Stephanie-Ann McPherson from MVP is in 5 with a qualifying mark of 11.91 seconds. She has a personal best of 11.44. Kashika Cameron of MVP is in lane 6 with a qualifying time of 11.93 seconds, a personal best of 11.24. Ramona Burchell of Sprintec is in lane 7. 11.63 seconds was her qualifying time, 11.03. Amoy Brown of MVP in lane 8 had a qualifying time of 11.94, a personal best of 11.93 seconds. So 6 facing the starter in this final. So Jodine Williams, you look at Jodine Williams with a remarkable hero though. Right beside her is Anthonique Strachan from MVP. Looked extremely good last year. Went under 11 seconds. Was an outstanding youth athlete. Stephanie-Ann McPherson in 5. I'm more noted for the 400 meters though. In lane number 6, Kashika Cameron of MVP was sensational as a youngster, has a personal best of 11.24 seconds. Beside Cameron is Burchell. Ramona is her first name. 11.03 seconds. Her personal best was sensational on the NCAA circuit where she attended university, but wanted to regain some of that form. 11.63 seconds was her qualifying time. And Amoy Brown, formerly of Veer Technical, MVP, 11.94 seconds was her qualifying time. Pretty close to her personal best of 11.93. Were noted for the 100 meters hurdles. Williams, Strachan, McPherson, Cameron, Burchell, and Brown. Gun has set them away. Brilliant start. This on the inside. It is Anthonique Strachan. Strachan is sprinting away from Williams on her inside. Also moving in second is Burchell, but it's Anthonique Strachan, Jodine Williams, and Burchell. 11.04 seconds. Oh my word, that is a flash time for Anthonique Strachan. 11.02. So for MVP's Anthonique Strachan, and Williams is second. 11.27 seconds for Jodine Williams on the inside. On the outside, Ramona Burchell came through for third. So Burchell's time, 11.30 seconds for third. So Strachan first, Williams second, and Burchell third, 11.02 seconds. That's impressive. So that's the women's 100 meters final. 11.02 seconds. She did look sensational last season. Had some injury issues after. But she has fought through. She has stayed with the program. And now she's showing the effects. So let's see. 11.02 seconds. So the men's will take center stage. The men will take center stage next in the 100 meters to close off the Velocity Fest 12. A reminder, though, that Seven Crave, although not a sponsor, will provide $10,000 Seven Crave gift certificates to all athletes who break Velocity Fest records at Velocity Fest. Strawn's time, 11.02 seconds. We're checking to see if it was a meet record. No, it was not. 11.02 seconds. Jody Williams, second, 11.27, which is a personal best. And in removing the 11.32 seconds she had before. Ramona Burchell, 11.30 for the bronze from Sprintech. And in fourth, Kashika Cameron, 11.52 seconds, far from her personal best of 11.24. Remember, this is early season. Anthonique Strong looks strong. So the next event, you have 3 races to close out the Velocity Fest 12 under the World Athletics Continental Tour Challenge event umbrella. So scheduled to start at 7:40, next 3 minutes. In the meantime, they'll tell you the lane assignments. In lane 1, Ramon Barneswell from MVP had a qualifying time of 10.98 seconds. Track Club is in lane 2 at a qualifying time of 10.95 seconds. Michael Sharp Orlando Bennett is in 4. He's from Racers Track Club. 10.88 seconds. That was his qualifying time. Shamar Ramsey, unattached. He is in 5. 10.83 seconds was his qualifying time. Jordan James of GC Foster College. He is in 6. 10.85. Ronald Levy in lane 7 from MVP. 10.90. Dane McPherson from GC Foster College. He is in lane 8. 10.93. James of GC Foster College, Levy of MVP, Barnes was in 1, Horatio in 2, Sharp 3, Bennett 4, Ramsey 5, James in 6, Levy 7, and McPherson in lane 8. Great start. This looking in lane 8, McPherson. Person having a slight advantage. McPherson in lane 8 is moving away and holding that lead. It's going to be McPherson. Oh, that was brilliantly done by McPherson. And I think, though, that Bennett going through for second. 10.39 seconds for Dane McPherson. 10.36 for McPherson. And I think, though, that Bennett came through for second. Yes, he did. 10.54 seconds. And Sharp in third. 10.61 seconds. In lane 8, Dane McPherson taking section C. So that was section C, won by Dane McPherson of GC Foster College. 10.36 seconds. At 10.93 earlier on, running into a -2 wind. So the 0 on the clock, or the wind gauge. So section B coming up. To be Karan Griffith from Racers in 1, had a qualifying time, 10.91 seconds. Just a reminder, though, earlier when they ran the qualifiers, they're running into, headwinds of -2, -1. Javon Rollins of GC Foster College, he's in 2, 10.78 seconds. Taft Young, 10.71 from Titans Track Club, he is in 3. Rowan Watson from MVP is in 4, 10.51 seconds. Kadrian Goldson of GC Foster College, he is in 5, 10. Watson in 4, Taftian in 3, Rawlins in 2, and Griffith in 1. The next event on the track, and that is Final B. Final C has been posted. McPherson's season's best of 10.36 seconds. Winning section C, Bennett from Racers is second. For personal, best of 10.54 for Orlando Bennett. Michael Sharp in third, 10.61. He's from GC Foster College. And in fourth was Jordan James, 10.64 seconds. Horatio was fifth with a season's best of 10.66 seconds. And in sixth, Ramon Barneswell with a season's best of 10.73 seconds. We'll give you the update on the javelin, the final field event happening at Velocity Fest 12. World Athletics Continental Tour. Reminder though of the 100 meters sponsor, Grace Kennedy on the men's side. We have the women's sponsored by Sports Development Foundation, but on the men's side is Grace. So section B coming up. Griffith, Rawlins, Taftian, Watson, Goldson, Ronnie Smith, Simmons, and Archibald. The penultimate event on the track. A reminder that the javelin is happening on the field. Again, have to big up sponsor 7 Crave, although not a sponsor per se, providing $10,000 or 7 Crave gift certificates to all athletes who break Velocity Fest records at Velocity Fest 12. And at the end of the big up our sponsors and the entire team that worked this evening. So you see on your screen, Ron Watson, John Golson beating his chest. That's Golson. Beside Golson, you have Smith of Titans in that white vest. So the GC Foster College athlete there to your right of your screen. Simmons is his first name. Archibald from Sweat Track Club. He is in lane 8. This is the men's 100 meters B final. Has a personal best of 10.18 seconds. Archibald, he's a standout Guyanese athlete. Section B. Goldson taking his sweet time to go into his blocks. He's in 5. Men's B final, though, beside Goldson is Smith. Smith gets out well, but here comes now Goldson, hitting the front like a runaway train. Goldson from GC Foster College. He will take it on the outside. I think, though, that Archibald finished in second and Griffith may finish in third. 10.37 seconds is the flash time for Kedron Goldson from GC Foster College. Not getting a great start at all because Smith on his outside got a better start. 10.34 seconds for Goldson. It was close for second. Maybe Archibald sneaked through on the outside for second, and Griffith was on the inside. Was close between the two for second. Archibald, he gets it, 10.41 seconds, and Griffith finishes in third, 10.47. First, second, and third, the men's 100 meters. This is section B. This is a final here at Velocity Fest 12. Michael Stevens for section A. Final is in 1. Racers Track Club. Qualifying time 10.50 seconds. Jelani Gordon from Woolmer's Boys is in 2. 10.51. That was his qualifying time. Zharnel Hughes, who has been in spanking form, he's from racers, 10.27 seconds. He is in 3. Julian Forte of Elite Performance, he is in 4. 10.44 seconds was his qualifying time to the final. In 5 was Shane Bailey of Sprintec. 10.45 seconds was his qualifying time. Let's see what he can do. He has a personal best of 10.03. Nigel Ellis of Elite Performance, he is in 6. 10.42 seconds. He ran the qualifier for the final, ran the 200 meters. Guess what? He's back on the track in the 100 meters in this final event. The 100 meters is his section A. Brendan Rodney is in 7. He's from Sprintec, qualified with 10.47 seconds. And Sachin Dennis from Elite Track Club, or Elite Performance as you may call it, 10.45 seconds was his qualifying time. He is in lane 8. The men's 100 meters, section A, to close out this World Athletics Continental Tour Challenge event, Velocity Fest. This is number 12. So the final event on the track, the final event in the field is happening. It started at 5 o'clock this evening. And we're closing down with the 100 meters for men. Grand finale, you may call it. A showdown, a battle between Gordon, Hughes, Forte, Bailey, Ellis, Rodney, Dennis, and the Stevens. This promises to be a cracker. Let's look at the athletes as we have done so far. So Michael Stevens, a no-show in 1. Oh yes, Michael Stevens is there. I thought he was a no-show. Gone in the maroon. Zharnel Hughes. Mr. Forte, you may call him. Julian Forte in 4. And lane number 5 was Shane Bailey. In 6. Well, that's not Nigel Ellis. No, that you just saw was Rodney, and now you're looking at Sachin Dennis. So Nigel Ellis should have been in lane 6. I think that's it for him. Well, he did run 2 races today. So lane 6 is empty. He ran the 100 meters, then ran the 200 meters, and that's it. Field to 7. Stevens, Gordon, Hughes, Forte, Bailey, Rodney. And the gun had sent them away. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my word. A break in the start, a recall. Let's see what will happen now. We saw a particular heat, at least 3 persons were given the red card. Everyone is wondering where the official will go. Stevens in 1, Gordon in 2, Hughes in 3, Forte in 4, Bailey in 5. The official is not on your screen just yet. He's making his way now on the track. You'll see him very soon. Now you'll see him. A red card. Standing in lane 4. And Forte is in lane 4. So Forte is out. So the field now cut to 6. Julian Forte not looking too happy at all. He got a great start a short while ago. So now a 6-man field for the final in section A. 100 meters. Gunn has sent them away. And another recall. Drama happening right here on the grounds of Independence Park Limited, which houses the National Stadium, Velocity Fest 12. What's going to happen next? So Forte was given the red card. Another break, another recall. Is another red card coming out? The officials not walking just yet. They're still under the tent. And now they're going to go on the track. The official looking across to his other officials under the tent. Now he makes his way. Passes 1, 2. Is that 3? Oh my word. Zharnel Hughes gets a red card. We spoke about this in terms of what's happening with him. And for a start, in the preliminaries, he sat in his blocks. I would love to see that again, though, to be honest. But he's out. Zharnel Hughes walks across to the tent, and he wants them to show him where he first started. He was the favorite to take this event. He looked explosive in the 200 meters last week. He ran 10.2 while sitting in his blocks earlier today. Now he has been given the red card. The field dwindling down. To 5. So Stevens, Gordon, are in lanes 1 and 2. In 5, Bailey. In 7, Rodney. In 8, Sachin Dennis. Now we have a clean start. Sachin Dennis out in lane 8, having a slight advantage. Jelani Gordon from Woolworths is in front of the entire field. Gordon on the inside, but coming through, though, I think that Ronda may have pipped it on the line. 10.15 seconds is the time, and by any means, that should be a personal best for Jelani Gordon. Rodney 10.17, I thought 1.7 for Rodney, pipped it on the line, and Jelani Gordon of Woolworths finishing in second, 10.22 seconds, a personal best for Jelani Gordon. Dennis is third, 10.23 seconds. Gordon of Woolworths signaling that he could be a factor next week at the Boys and Girls Track and Field Championships. Looking at the time, he got a great start. Rodney 10.17 and Gordon 10.22. And Dennis finishing in third, 10.23 seconds for Sachin Dennis. First, second, and third in the men's 100 meters. This is section A to close down the curtains on the World Athletics